authorizes the Essential Services Mitigation Fund, or ESMF, through 2028. For the years since Diablo Canyon has been a nuclear power plant, there's been a unitary tax or an essential services mitigation fund that has provided support to local agencies related to hosting the Diablo Canyon plant. The fund itself was authorized in 2018 with bipartisan support through SB 1090 by then Senator Monning. And under SB 1090, the community program funding provided money with regard to impacts associated with the plant's accelerated closure. The funding was scheduled to end with Diablo Canyon's closure date in 2025. However, the plant's operations were extended to 2030, and this fund was not extended. In particular, there's a school district that has a large amount of support from this, is going to go over a fiscal cliff without this renewal. Communities in San Luis Obispo County have relied on this funding, both in the form of the unitary tax and then later the mitigation fund, to support essential public services, emergency preparedness, fire protection, public safety response, and other things necessary to host Diablo Canyon. Continued operation of Diablo without a restoration of the funds places a disproportionate burden on the communities. The reauthorization, given the amendment that was taken, will be paid through the volumetric performance fees that are already being collected. Therefore, there's not a ratepayer impact with regard to this bill, which is, I think, very significant. And in closing, I should say one thing, because I know that every time I talk about this subject, people get a little confused. This is not an extension bill. The extension has passed the legislature and the governor signed through 2030. This is just affecting that extension. There quite possibly will be an extension bill, and various stakeholders and legislators are talking about it. And I'm committed to ensuring that Diablo Canyon's host community is made whole for whatever period of time that might be enacted by the legislature. And so with that, at the appropriate time, I would respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator. Do we have a primary witness in support?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Madam Chair, members, Paul Yoder on behalf of the San Luis Obispo County Board of Supervisors, want to thank Senator Laird again for carrying this vital piece of legislation. Diablo Canyon is a critical component of the clean energy portfolio in California. Continued operation absolutely, in fact, has impacts on the local communities. Emergency preparedness there is arguably unlike anywhere else in California. We all need that emergency preparedness. I want to thank the committee chair and the committee for the thoughtfulness. Urge your aye vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Additional witnesses in support. Go ahead and approach the microphone at this time.
I'm Maeve Holden. I'm a parent and my son and a bunch of other students, I get emotional, of SLC USD and all the staff and families that have been affected by this. And I urge an aye and strong support from our school district.
Thank you. All right, at this time, we'll turn to opposition testimony. Is there anyone here to testify in opposition to this measure? Seeing none, going once, going twice. Okay, bringing it back to committee. All right. I'll just say, Senator, I think, like all of us, you are a fierce fighter for the constituents that you represent. Appreciate your commitment to your community and appreciate the approach that we're taking with this bill. So,
thank you.
Would you like to close?
I appreciate that comment, and I appreciate all the work that got to the point that we aren't having this animated hearing that was going to be when I first introduced this bill. So, I respectfully ask for an aye.
Thank you. All right, we have a motion from Assemblymember Rogers, second from Assemblymember Hart. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Item number 6, SB 931. The motion is due pass as amended to appropriations. Petrie Norris.
Aye.
Petrie Norris, aye. Patterson, Berner, Calderon, Chen, Davies, Gonzalez. Aye. Gonzalez, aye. Herabidian, Hart. Aye. Hart, aye. Irwin? Aye. Irwin, aye. Colrad? Pappen? Rogers? Aye. Rogers, aye. Schiavo? Schultz? Ta? Wallace? Wallace not voting. Zuber? That's
All right, 5-0, that bill's on call, and we'll leave the roll open for absent members to add on. Thank you, Senator. Welcome, Senator Stern. Come on up. All right, I think you have 3. We got a 3-fer. Oh my, 4. Wow, you've been busy.